You started the relationship. Then inside this relationship, you come to realize things. This guy is married, or this guy is dating, or this guy is, not a type of a guy that I'm looking for. But now getting out of it becomes problem. Now this is what we call true love becoming toxic. How does it become toxic? You want to move, but you can't move. This weekend, you swear that I swear I will never go back to this guy again. You block them, you even delete their number, and you disappear for a week. After 1 week, you remember something about them. Maybe you watch a certain movie, you read something, you saw a video on TikTok, and the only thing that you remember is them. What do? You take yourself back. That is how toxic love, true love becomes. It doesn't become toxic like somebody's going to beat you only. Those are part of how true love becomes toxic in your life. But the biggest toxicity that is in true love is where somebody cannot move just because they love someone. You cannot start your life just because you are in love and you're feeling like, you cannot do without them. You're so much in love with someone that you cannot even see the red flags. Somebody beat you up, you disappear for a week or two. Before people know it, you are back there. Have you ever seen these guys, and especially ladies, who they're dating a bad guy? A guy that everyone says, like, how? Like, for God's sake, how did she start to date this guy? You've ever seen or known these people in your societies where you come from? I know you can mention one or two in your heads right now. Let me tell you the truth about these people. Some of these people are in what we call toxic true love. They can't move because their hearts are attached to these people. It is not that they are blind, but it is because their emotions can't allow them to let it go. There's only one thing that is attaching them there, their heart. And they are feeling that they are so comfortable with these people. Some of the people, are in these relationships because they are truly in love. There's nothing they are gaining out of it. It is not even about the security. It is not even about the money. It is not even about like these people are good in bed or what people say. But because they have fallen in love, you see people, before you settle on going on a date with someone, before you decide like you want to be in love with somebody, first of all, try to develop yourself, to empower yourself emotionally, to be able to handle your emotions and your feelings in such a way that when you see a problem, when you see something that is not right in a relationship, you can move on without questioning yourself. Because most of us, I know of a lot of people who have had kids with the people they break up with, who have had kids with the people they divorced, but still they are meeting behind everyone and they are sleeping over. So Liberty asked a very good question, and now he's asking, but teacher, for you, how do you deal with this situation of this love, honestly? Liberty is asking, like, if you are in a relationship with someone and you realize or you found out that they are dating another person and you're already in love with them and you cannot leave them, what do you do? These are the things that I'm going to talk about at the end of this conversation. So keep it here, don't move, because I will be helping you to understand how to move on. I'm still just trying to explain how true love can become toxic. And then we will have a session at the end of it before we end this live to advise you on how you can deal with this situation. How can you get yourself out of this kind of a toxic relationship in your life? You see, This can be a toxic relationship where you don't suffer physically, but you're suffering mentally, you're suffering emotionally, you're suffering something that people cannot see. And at the end of it all, people people are going to tell you how foolish you are. You know, for you, you're so kind. You see, guys, you're so kind. You're just trying to be a good person. You're trying not to, to lie to somebody because you promised someone that you love them truly. So you're loving them truly. You're not doing a foolish thing. These people have mistreated you and you've decided to break up with them. But because you still love them, you say, like, no, I can't do without this guy. This guy is all over my head. And you know, you've ever had friends, even roommates or colleagues or classmates coming to you and I cannot do it. I don't know. I do not understand. I can't get it. You know, I'm trying to close my eyes. I'm trying to go out and walk and go for a vacation, but they cannot get out of my head. I'm gonna break up with him. I'm just going to finish this relationship. And then they come back to you the next day and they tell you that, you know what? It is done. We are no longer dating. And then you're like, really? Yeah, that's so good. And you talk to them and you tell them, you encourage them, you tell them that, you know what? Life is all about, getting adventures, moving on with your life, finding something better that you can do. There is 7 billion people around the world. He's not the only person. You move on. Then all of a sudden, after some time, again, you find them together and you're uh, like how? How comes like you guys again are together? Are you guys seeing each other? Before you know it, this guy is expecting a baby. With who? The guy that he had broken up with. And why did he break up with this guy? This guy had been beating him. This guy used to beat her. This guy used to abuse her. This guy mentally tortured the lady. The lady was not so reluctant. The lady was so frustrated when he was dating the guy. And she decided to break up with him. But again, right now, she's pregnant of him. She's expecting his baby. Then people start to talk about how foolish you are. It is not always about foolishness, it is always about love. True love is dangerous. Everyone wants it. But if you're not prepared for it, it is the most dangerous thing